Thank you all for tuning into Big Mama Story Time. Story Time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment to my page. Here we go. Hi guys, thank you all for tuning in to Big Mama Story Time on today. Today, this is my Sunday reading. I haven't did my Sunday readings in a minute, but I am going to start back doing my Sunday's readings. My Sunday readings is in my reverence to the Lord on Sundays. So this is what I will be doing on Sundays. If you like these videos, you can watch them. If you don't like them, you don't have to watch them, but they will be on my page regardless of what anyone thinks. So it's up to you guys, but I love you guys still, whether you watch them or not, and I do appreciate all your support still, no matter what. All right, guys, let's get into this. This is the story of Esther I will be reading today on this wonderful Sunday. Well, this is actually pre-recorded, so it won't be a Sunday, but I am referencing it for Sunday. A little girl named Alice sat in a cozy nook. She read about Queen Esther in her Bible storybook. And as she read, the airmail bird flew to her windowsill and gave this little note to her and he'd carried in his bill. Reading is the magic key to take you where you want to be. The Bible story book she held became a giant screen. Alice stepped on through to Bible land and came upon this scene. The king of Persia was lonely, and his men searched far and wide for kind and lovely maidens so the king could choose a bride. A Jewish man named Mordecai, a wise and loyal man, was working at the palace and heard about this plan. He had a cousin, Esther, who was lovely, kind, and sweet. He knew the king would like her, so he arranged for them to meet. From all the maidens that he met, the fairest to be seen, the king chose Esther for his wife, and she became his queen. Esther made him happy with her kindness and her charm. Cousin Mordecai stayed near the gate and kept the king from harm. Now the king was very busy. His kingdom was quite grand. So he chose a man named Haman to help him rule the land. The king said everyone must bow when Haman comes in view, and almost every person bowed as they were told to do. But Mordecai refused to bow when Haman passed him by, for the Jews bow down to no one but God who rules on high. In anger, Haman told the king, "Some people living here do not obey your laws, and that could do you harm, I fear." All right, Haman. The king agreed with Haman to destroy those lawless few, not knowing Haman tricked him into killing every Jew. Then Haman sent out letters that on a certain day he'd kill the Jews in Persia who filled his heart with hate. Uh-oh. When Mordecai discovered what evil Haman had planned, he asked his cousin Esther to give a helping hand. "Cousin, dear, I beg you, please go before the king. Plead with him and ask him not to do this dreadful thing." "But I can't go before the king unless he sends for me. He might punish me with death," said Esther fearfully. "I know his law," said Mordecai, "but Esther, you must try. Remember, you are Jewish too, which means you too could die." True. She thinks she's safe because she's the queen now. Queen Esther went before the king, dressed in her royal best. The king asked, "Esther, What's your wish? I'll give you your request. She said, I've planned a banquet. I'd be pleased as I could be if tonight both you and Haman would come and dine with me. They feasted on the finest food, served on the royal dishes. Dear Esther, said the king again, I'll grant your fondest wish. But Esther couldn't tell the king the time just wasn't right. Both of you please come, she said, again tomorrow night. The next night when the feast was done, the king said one time more, Esther, dear, my lovely queen, what are you wishing for? When Esther bravely answered, if you love me as your wife, you must not let the Jews be killed, for then I'll lose my life. Mordecai won't bow to Haman. To God alone he prays. Now wicked Haman's made a law to kill the Jews this day. The king said, I won't harm you, for you are very dear. And I won't harm your people, for now everything is clear. I know that's right. Wicked Haman tricked me. He'll die for what he planned, and Mordecai, your cousin, will help me rule the land. As Alice walked from Bible land by stepping through the scene, she thought God had a purpose for making Esther queen. All right, now I know that's right. All right, now. That just, I don't know how that happened. All right, now that's what's up. All right, now I know that's right. There's always a plan for why God do what he do when he do. Though Queen Esther was in danger and as frightened as can be, her faith and deep belief helped her to act courageously. She became a heroine. She stood up brave and tall and put God's chosen people first and saved them one and all. Yes. And just like Esther, we must try to help each other too and be true to our belief and faith and steadfast through and through. All right, guys, that is the end of Esther. All right, guys, I hope you guys like this book. This is the story of Esther. I liked it because one of the things that I like about Esther in this book was that she waited until she felt like the time was right. Sometimes we have to wait until it's the right time to do or tell someone something. We never know how someone going to take something, but it's always good to tell them something that's important and that really matters. When you feel like it's the right time, don't just do it at any time. You know, ask God for the right time. I feel like that's what we should do more, is ask God more. Pray more to God, you know. Don't look towards people, look towards God, because he's where your help comes from, guys. And I believe she did walk forth in whatever she had to do, and she did what she had to do, because if she didn't, she would have probably died and lost her life also. But I like the story of Esther, and I hope you guys liked it too. I will leave, I'm not going to leave the comments open. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to leave the comments open because I don't want to have to deal with trolls or anyone that may try to come through that's, you know, got things to say that's not right. I don't know. But all right, guys. Bye. Thank you all for tuning in to Big Mama Story Time. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my page. Bye.